to keep him quiet.
Sometimes she does that too. Actually,
I have to, dude. I mean, he's being like he's not going to cooperate. So
that's funny. It is funny that he senses that.
I'm telling you, dude, he's the smartest dog I've ever known.
How long have you had him? I know he's.
We've had him since he was 15 weeks. So
wow.
he's going to be 7 or 8 or 7.
We had.
For the kind of dog he is, they can live like 14 years.
Yeah. We had Bruce. He was half German Shepherd, half Poodle. And he was big. Like the Poodle was his mom, and it was his dad. And he was like a king Poodle. So he was like almost 100 pounds. But they have hip issues. The German Shepherd in him has hip issues, and he went a little early, like about 11 years old.
Really?
Yeah.
11? Yeah. Well, it comes down to it like it's a bit of luck.
Yeah, that's true too.
You know, so it's like some of them slow down. They all slow down, but if they get one ailment, it becomes like is it worth suffering through it?
Yeah. Well, and then we had a rescue dog before that was a Saint Bernard, and
those are cool dogs.
He was wonderful, but we did have to put him down. He actually went through like the bloat surgery.
Yeah.
Twice, and then it was just like.
That's the problem with them. Those doctors don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And then they charge you so much.
And they guarantee you nothing. I wish I could run that type of business. No guarantees.
I was gonna say you should check out that first one. I bet that's a Steve Robinson article if I've ever seen one.
The big one right here.
Yeah, the NPR plays audio of a woman.
Oh no, I already tweeted about that. About that one. I was all over Steve.
Oh, did I steal your tweet?
Probably.
Yeah.
This show this week, I guess we can do a little wrap up at least.
Yeah.
There wasn't much of a show to do a wrap up to. There was only one full episode.
2, because Sunday.
Okay, Sunday. So help me remember Sunday. I think
Sunday was it was a shorter show. What did it? Nothing remarkable, but
see, that's the thing. That's the thing is, it's all Dave's fault. I feel like, or at the very least.
What fault?
Kirk losing interest in the show.
He's not.
You don't think so?
No, man.
Well, did you watch the bonus?
He's just having a bad week. It's his birthday.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. I didn't think about it that way.
Yeah, and he did that 12-minute show, and then the next day he did a 2-hour show, and then today he did 50 minutes, and then he's doing a show tomorrow. So it's like,
is he doing a show tomorrow?
Yeah.
Well, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Well, he was really disengaged today, though.
He's always. I don't know.
Oh, you know what? To be fair, I don't normally watch the freebie shows because they don't get stuff.
I think he's probably in the. There's been what I noticed is there's been a lot of like just little changes that he doesn't really like, and I think the thing if Dave just changed the time one time, he would have been clear, but he changed it 3 times and then showed up at the first time.
Oh, you mean for that singular event? Oh, yeah. That's true. That is. Yeah.
So, like, think about it. If somebody told me, okay, you can move it like it's a half hour, then he said we have to move in an hour. Then he said I was here at 10.
Yeah.
And it was too late because He
made some comments about his kids before this too, though. Like I think that there's been something in the back of his head. I don't know. I think I don't know. Is he? it's his birthday thing. Maybe I know I had a bad week. I had a bad week. Everybody can have a bad week.
Yeah.
I'm excited about Steve and this website. Oh no, not that one.
But dude, you got to do Steve. Steve was on Montante.
I gotta watch that.
I did an hour and a half, and Jerry was on it too.
The same episode?
No, different one.
Oh, different one. Yeah, I watched. I think I listened to or watched the one with Jerry.
My favorite Montante still is yours, though.
Oh, well, that's my favorite too. Oh boy. So
he did. He was just really just annoyed. I don't even think that was the maddest he's ever been.
No, you know what? And I don't even. I gotta say, on top of that,
and he made those digs about Billy Tibbetts stuff. So there's been some shit on his mind, I think, besides just that.
Is the Tibbetts stuff back on his mind because like it's back in the courts or something, or is it just, know. Or is it like did you have any sense of who he was complaining about?
No. And if I did know, I wouldn't say anything. I don't need any heat.
Well, that's true too. Absolutely.
No, but yeah, I think.
Well,
he seemed like he kind of like apologized to Dave in the way he does, in the sense of like.
I think
he didn't go. Huh?
It sounds like he's gonna try and drive Dave to quit. Like, is what it sounds like to me.
Yeah, but the episode with Mike on Wednesday wasn't that bad towards him.
No, but the chemistry is gone. The warmness is gone.
Just for a second.
Possibly, we'll see.
I mean, just last week they had the whole auction thing.
Oh, that's a good point. Let's see, was there anything else?
So my theory I floated online was I think Dave's dad did it on purpose to piss Kirk off. Because of all the like dead wife jokes.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's a good point. That's thinking outside the box. I think the callers have been hilarious. Oh, hey, we haven't talked since Alice. Shattuck was on.
Talk about her.
Yes, we definitely should talk about her.
Yeah. I thought it was funny. He did the Trenny voice again.
He did the Trenny voice again. Oh, and that was on that show, the episode we were talking about. I think he's great and playful with her, and I've yet
like he's fine.
Yeah. No, and I don't think there's a problem. I literally like having a female voice. Like, just I thought it was nice to have a female voice, and she's right in my wheelhouse as far as
political. Religion.
Well, yeah, I would say even more religious than political, and it's just.
I thought it was funny though when she was like to Kirk, like, can you believe like two atoms just bounced together and.
That was Kirk imitating her? Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah. But she did say that. She was like, I just can't believe that just two atoms bounced together.
Oh, randomly. Well, that's yeah. Well, that's what every atheist or agnostic says, and right. That's what it always comes down to. Like, I'll get super high with my friend from high school and talk about it. And we're just on different ends of it. It's just like,
but the important part is like what I believe is what I believe, and what you believe is what you believe. Even though like he doesn't go like, well, dude, it's proven in science and shit.
Well, it's nice to be able to talk about it. That's what I was. I've said that to somebody recently, that it's just to argue about religion and not like come away hating each other or even just fighting and hanging up or whatever, I enjoy doing that every now and then.
You know what religion is actually peaceful and nice? Like if you think about it, in the way that the religion is. And I've met a lot of really nice Muslim people, and sort of what they preach about and what they're all about is just like helping their fellow man for the most part.
The way that the religious or actually what I would say, let's just put it this way: the jihad, when it's not used as a term, like a negative term, when it's used sort of as a like fighting, an internal fight, a struggle within yourself, makes a lot of sense. I've always thought it was beautiful. It's just that it gets perverted by, I think, man.
Right. Right. Like every religion.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Fair enough. So
but
that's an interesting point. You wanted it to be a holiday episode. You wanted to talk about Jesus.
Yeah. So I was we watched the Polar Express, and I was sitting there, and at the end of the movie, parents go, "Come on, kids, you got to go. We got to go. We're going to be late." And I'm like, "They're going to church, I bet." And she's like, "Well, isn't that what it's about, Steve? It's about Jesus, his birthday." And then I thought, how the fuck do they know when Jesus was born? And then I did a little research.
Can I guess? Let's see. Yeah. Okay, so there's a few things. The way I think that, well, you said, so, okay, let me tell you what I was going to say before you said something about some pope decreeing it. The wise men, they followed a star. And I think that the thought process is that the star that they were following was some type of supernova event that happened at a certain time. And that's how they sort of tied it together, because this event was like also written down.
You've been thinking about that, huh?
No, it's just what somebody said that to me a while ago or something. I don't know. It's stuck in my head.
Oh, really? Yeah. But it ended up being like some pope just decreed it. In 345.
Well, so when you go and you look into the history of it, as far as that's. Did you see my advertisement tweet for the YouTube about?
No, I didn't.
So it's actually, I find myself to be very clever. I thought it was very clever.
You are clever. You're very good at. You should, like, if you were born 20 years before, you'd be so like, or if you were 20 now, you would be a great influencer.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I don't know if I'd be a great influencer, but what I was going to agree with you on is I just think that I can kind of promote, like promoting it. Is I'm fairly good at. But anyways,
you never put my account in any of the advertisements though.
Because I don't know how to. Is it
really? You right, because it does it automatically.
It does it right, and it's in this other app. Like I have to. You would have to attach it. You would have to be inside of the like studio thing. But anyway.
Oh sure.
What was I getting? So. My understanding of that road, like researching it that way, what you stumble upon is like they just at the time they were taking over a bunch of like northern Rome, getting up into like the Vandals or whatever they were, and all these people believed in these Nordic religions, and right around Christmas time they had Christmas trees and they decorated them to their Norse gods.
I think that's part of it too.
Right, that's what I'm saying. And so the Pope just sort of tried to latch onto that and tied it real close to the secular holiday.
I was having a laugh because I just threw treats on the floor because he likes to use his nose. So that will give me 5 minutes. Sorry. Yeah, no, I think I read something about that in England too. Like there was a lot of pagan religions. We actually listened to a podcast about Christmas.
They were all tied to those pagan religions. You know what's a really interesting sort of documentary? It's called The Naked Truth. You ever heard of that?
No.
Hold on a second. Oh, good. This is perfect timing. Let's see if I can find it. It used to be on YouTube everywhere.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, like I said, Jordan Maxwell, The Naked Truth. Let's see here. This is all. Look at how pathetic. This is terrible. There it is.
Wow.
This is fantastic. So this guy, and he's still kicking around too, and he's as wild as like.
Art Bell.
Yeah, listen to this intro. This is fantastic stuff.
I can't hear it.
I'm trying to turn it up.
That's some high quality stuff.
Hello, I'm Derek Partridge. Because of the nature of this program, we felt that it was important for me to tell you a little about my background. I've been a journalist, author, TV reporter, news anchor, and talk show host for some 30 years in England, Rhodesia, and the United States.
We can talk over this guy.
I bet you he got some pussy.
This guy is as obnoxious as all hell. This intro here is after this guy. This is the guy. This is the thing I like. I've always liked.
Man's religions, all from the very beginning of recorded time, even into the pre-Cro-Magnon days, is filled with symbolism and traditions. As he tried to do something to put himself right with forces greater than he, his creator, could have been a fire, or a cloud, or a mountain. As man became more sophisticated, he became more sophisticated in his concept of really what that power was above him. But with all of those traditions came symbolism. Symbolism for Judaism and Christianity is this: the Holy Grail, filled with wine. Or was it blood? To find out more about that symbolism, let's go to Barbara Walker's book, The Romans.
Anyways, so
Goes to Barbara Walters' book.
no, not Barbara Walters, some other person. This isn't even the guy who does the lecture. So then another guy comes on and does this.
Is it always about religion?
Yes. Well, it's so these guys take it way back, like into the Bible, and they try to lay it out as all of these stories were stories that were passed down even earlier from like Gilgamesh, and if you know, because there's like one of the stories is the flood, the story of the flood. Well, there's stories of the flood all over the world, right? There is, and their point is this is all sort of these are all allegories. Like the Bible is, alluding to other things, which is kind of neat. It's sort of this Gnostic religion.
Are they pro-religion?
No, they're very much against religion. In fact, that first guy that's talking about it is like,
he's like, did you ever watch the South Park where they had the atheists?
Probably.
It was. Never mind, but
I'm trying to find the screen again. I lost you.
Oh,
there you are. There we go. Oops. Those are my bad jokes, or ones that aren't even jokes.
Oh, let's see. Oh,
yeah,
my God.
I don't even know how to make them big. I was just gonna. I don't even know. I had one about Robert Conrad played himself as a kid. Yeah.
Oh, that's one. You save a lot of them because that one goes back to August 31st.
Yeah, and it doesn't even make any sense. That was what I was sort of afraid of with a lot of these, is the context. We'd have to read like up 12.
Yeah, tweets.
12 tweets to figure out what the hell.
I think the ones that are the best are like the real life ones. Like when you do like about life.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, like, so my family stuff I always think is really funny, but I always worry that it gets, I tweeted one this morning that I thought was really funny. I was driving Frankie to daycare, and I had on Jerry Callahan, and she's just so upset. And the look on her face, and she's staring out the window, and Jerry's talking about whatever Nazi stuff, and
that's child abuse, man.
I know. So I took a picture, and she's all sad, and I tweeted it with, and I was right. See, that's the thing is, then I wound up deleting it, but it was really funny because I was like, guess which podcast my daughter's listening to. I'll give you a hint. The only thing getting destroyed on it, the only thing getting destroyed on this podcast is Ironhead self-esteem.
He's mean to him.
He is. He's terribly mean to him for. I don't think he pays him at all. And half the time he yells at him for stuff that's absolutely not his fault. Like he played the. I multiple times I've heard him play the audio. Then Jerry will go into a rant about it. Then say, play the audio that he's already played. Well,
it's because he's losing his fastball.
I think he's losing his fastball, too. I agree. I still find myself turning it on, though.
Will you cry when he dies?
No, but he does. He is sort of that. Is that prototypical, like, Rush Limbaugh acolyte.
He's a cheap Rush Limbaugh, though.
Yeah, but it's still better than what they actually put on the air. He would have been a million times better than Clay and Buck or whatever their names are.
Yeah. I don't think Jerry wants to work as hard as those guys, though.
No, you're right about that. Yeah, you're right.
I think of it this way. This is Jerry's retirement, and it's just him speaking for an hour, and somebody's recording it for him, basically.
Yeah. That's really
right? It's like how my dad does, like, he sells the antiques on the side. He makes, like, a couple $100. He can keep doing the hobby. That's what Jerry's doing. He's probably making a little more than that, but...
It's kind of weird. I'm glad they have other advertisers. It's got to be kind of weird with your brother-in-law footing the bill, right? I mean, like, I don't know.
I'll do this because I love my sister.
Does Jerry's brother-in-law sound like Jerry? Oh, wow. It's going to be warm the rest of the week.
Oh, sorry.
So we haven't even brought. That's fine. We haven't even brought up the book. I didn't make any progress on it. I felt so bad.
It was good. It's good.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it, no doubt. And I will probably tear into it tomorrow at some
point. Update. We don't have the Russian translation copy anymore.
That's true. Which is the Russian is it's not terrible, but there's this Cyrillic symbol that's like strewn
I could never get in a rhythm.
Very much so. Yeah. I had, let's see. So I had my appearance on the 420 show, which was
pretty good.
Yeah, I thought so. It was short-lived because of my kids, but that's okay. At least he's asleep tonight. That's impressive.
Was he in a candy coma?
Man, you know what? I took it all and I hid it, not like to hide it from him, but he's never asked for it. I hid it because I didn't want his sister getting it. I didn't want his mom throwing it all out before I could go through it. And he's never asked for it again. So I don't know. I think it's just going to all go back into the candy bin.
There's a candy bin?
We have two candy bins. We have a chocolate one and a not chocolate one.
Nice.
It's not bad.
How much candy do you eat a week?
That's probably so, like, other than the weed, I suppose, if I had a vice anymore, I guess it would be like candy.
Me too.
Too much. But it's about all I eat, so it's not good either, though. No. Too much candy, that's what I would say. And it's always like kind of kids' candy. The Smarties and stuff. I think he may have cut out. That's not a great look. But what are you going to do? We do have Dear Abby. He's oh, there you go. Are you back? He's cutting out pretty bad.
Yeah, I'm back.
Oh, there you go. Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
Did you look through any Dear Abbeys at all? Did you have anything?
I didn't. Surprised me. Hold on.
Holidays and celebrations, because it's a holiday kind of thing. Pair dating after loss aren't on the same timeline. Well, that could be interesting. Oh, happy Halloween. There we go. That's not a question.
So I think what was happening was he was in the living room and he could hear me and he wasn't sure what was going on. So he thought I was
needy. He's very needy. And you're talking about your dog, not your son.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Well,
let's see. I was going through the Dear Abbeys. These are supposed to be the Hall.
Oh, brother, go to the brother one. I always like family stuff.
All right, family and parenting. Grandma raising a boy. That sounds sad. Divorces, dating life has been a roller coaster.
So this one's a funny one. Angry, abusive stepmother is impossible to deal with.
All right, let's do it.
That one's like, duh.
Oh, it is?
Angry, abusive stepmother is impossible to deal with. Like, duh. She's angry and abusive. She's not going to be a joy to get along with.
Oh, I see what you're saying. It's redundant. It's triple redundant. Listen. Dear Abby, I'm having a problem with my husband's judgmental and narcissistic stepmom. She wasn't nice to him or his siblings while they were growing up. My hubby recently had a heart attack. After I called to tell his dad and emailed his siblings, she got very upset with me because I didn't give her the details first so she could disseminate the information. She also demanded to visit immediately after his surgery and got nasty with me on the phone when I told her she couldn't come in with dad because the hospital only allowed one visitor at a time. Now she won't speak to me or answer my emails. This isn't the first time she's done this. She always looks for the worst and gives no grace. You can't discuss anything with her because she gaslights and takes no responsibility. This affects my husband's relationship with his elderly father, whom she poisons with her vitriol, especially regarding his children by his first wife. She does this with the entire family. She even sends nasty emails to her own children. I'm exhausted from all of her drama. What do I do? Exhausted in Kentucky.
You set up a boundary and never talk to her again.
All right, so we have to accept the.
But then you also.
So we're to accept that this is all true, what this woman is writing, because this seems. Why are people like that? Let's start there. What's that?
Oh, there's a lag, huh?
Guess so. On you, or maybe me.
Yeah, I don't know. But I think that we like people that are that mean, it's not out of nowhere usually.
Yeah. So what would you tell
this
like
woman? It's like a two-way street. If that was all true and there was no other information, like the mother-in-law was just a bitch, right? Stepmother-in-law, I would tell her never to talk to her and tell her why, and that she has to accept that.
Never, because like my real therapist doesn't talk in those definitives, so to speak.
I'm not I'm not necessarily in a therapist mode, but I would say like you gotta limit your time. Like it's sorry, you have to limit your time because it's just toxic for you.
It does sound toxic. I agree. So if I'm to accept that all of these things are exactly as she says, I would say like that's not your problem, man. Like that's your husband's problem. You're kind of in the middle, and that's too bad. But she doesn't want to talk to you. Don't talk to her. Kind of saying, I kind of got the same.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point, though, that it's not her dad.
Yeah.
It's her husband. And, like, if her husband's okay with the way that lady is, why does she care?
Yeah. I mean, I guess he had just had
broken.
At one point, he was the issue. Like, he had a whatever. Let's see what happens.
I guess so now you're getting me on the other side, like, against the wife, because maybe the wife doesn't think they have a close relationship, but the husband really likes her, but the wife is the one that doesn't.
Well, I'm just not thrilled. See, that's the thing is, like, I think Dear Abby just takes these things at face value, but I'm just not thrilled with this lady. Like, how do you get, like, if I put myself in her shoes, I'm just not writing Dear Abby about this. Like, that's not how this works. So like, there's something kind of wrong. From my opinion about the person who wrote the letter.
If you don't have any other support or ideas, support or ideas.
Right, ideas. That's the thing is like I understand not having support. I kind of am going through that myself in a lot of ways. But like better ideas than writing Dear Abby. So let's see what Abby had to say. Dear exhausted.
You talked to a couple parody accounts. You talked to a couple parody accounts for support.
I guess fair enough. I guess people who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. Dear exhausted.
Yeah, but parody accounts that actually have expertise.
Oh, I lucked out that way. I mean, that worked out very well for me. Dear exhausted, don't you think it's time to disengage? Oh, look, don't you think it's time to disengage with this unpleasant, controlling woman? If she won't speak with you or answer your emails, thank your higher powers and concentrate on the rest of the family. If they experience the same treatment you are, then they too may be glad to focus on relationships they find more rewarding and let her continue isolating herself. You cannot fix what's wrong with her, and it may be too late to help your father-in-law who has tolerated this for years. If another relative gives you, can give him important information about your husband, let that other person do it. Get past this nightmare of wife or whatever. I didn't even put it up. I should have put it up. My apologies.
Yeah, it would be one thing if like if she was like a high school sweetheart and had like a really good relationship with the guy, but it doesn't sound like she's just doing this to be. She wants to have the glory.
It's interesting that we kind of all came about the same sort of stuff from a little bit different angle, but it's like exactly though. Like you just if they don't want to talk to you at any time, if they don't want to talk to you, it's just better off that way, anyways. Let's see. Yeah. There's LGBTQ, but I just feel like that's fraught with trouble. Oh, mental health. You want to do a mental health? I feel like this is trouble. Divorce.
Oh, dude, money ones are always. But what about money ones?
Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah,
one's about money.
Yeah, that's good. Good timing for it too. Let's see. Husband is hiding texts from friends. Okay. You want to do this? You want to read this one?
Yeah, sure. I have a brother I can't seem to get along with anymore. Hold on. What's the title? Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, this isn't the
Brother's
one, is
angry
it?
outburst hit at home. No, that's not.
No,
the
that's not what that's not what I clicked on. Divorce. Husband.
one. Oh, you got go to money. Yeah, that's a good one.
Maybe it's. There we go.
Oh, there it is. Husband is hiding text. Husband is hiding texts from his friend's widow. Dear Abby, the woman keeps texting my husband. Her husband died last year, and she has been staying in contact with my husband. I know he initiates the messaging most of the time. He also deletes her messages. Our husbands grew up together, but kept in touch only twice a year. They would call each other on their birthdays. Now this woman and my husband text every day. And you know what this is all about? She is lonely, and he thinks he needs to console her. Well, Abby, I don't like it. I can't stop it. If I say anything that gets defensive to me, that's a sign of guilt. And he's deleting messages is another sign of guilt. He has to have his ego stroked. He's classic narcissist, and it's his way or the highway. I'm desperate for answers. Please help. He deletes the text because she's a crazy bitch that gets mad.
Okay, see, I'm coming at it completely different. I like this one because, like, he's deleting the text because he's cheating on her.
Yeah, no. He's deleting the text because they've had this conversation before, and she goes crazy. He tries to explain to her that, like, look, I've known her just as long as I knew him, and I miss him. It's my friend.
And there's so much that they can relate to and talk about, and they're consoling each other. That is pathetic. That's pathetic. No, you don't delete text. Why would you delete text? That's the thing. That's ridiculous. No. Like, if there's anything that he's saying that he can't explain, like, even if she's crazy, like, deleting text makes you look
maybe
dumb.
It is a bunch of shit talking, and that's the only person he can shit talk with about.
Well, that's a fair point. Like, I do that, and I would not like those read at all. But I don't delete them. I still don't delete them. See, that's the thing. So here's the thing, though. How does she know? Again, I'm very accusative of the person bringing the letters. But how does she know that he's deleting them? Like, she's some type of a forensic person? Like, why? And on top of all of that, right?
Right.
Why is she touching his phone? Like, leave his phone alone.
Well,
right,
that tells you, dude. Why he has to delete a text? Maybe he has to. This is the one she can write a letter to, but anytime he texts a girl, she gets upset and jealous.
I will say that
you texted your sister, and he has to delete his sister's.
You make a point that I never would have seen. I could have read that a million times. I never would have thought of it that way, but it makes perfect sense too. Let's see what Abby has to say. I'll read her answer. I have a bigger screen. It's easier for me to read it right here. Let's see here. Dear Abby. Angry in the East. Dear Angry. The widow keeps texting your husband because he is encouraging it. I agree with you that the conversations have gone beyond consoling, or he wouldn't delete the messages, which is what I was saying. In a situation like that, it's important that you take steps to protect your investment in your marriage. Gather all of wow, she literally means her investment in the marriage. Gather all of your financial information you can and have a private chat with your lawyer about your rights. As wife, I hope I'm not being too loud. As wife in the state in which you live. Once you've done that,
why is she calling him a narcissist?
I told you, she absolutely takes everything at face value. These letters, which that's probably not the right
you can't thing. Call somebody a narcissist just because of this.
No kidding. I know that because like I like my first session with my therapist, I wanted to know if I was a narcissist, and she's like, no, and that's terrible. Like it's no, and you can't diagnose it in one session.
Donald Trump is. Donald Trump is.
You know what's funny? That's exactly what she said. That's exactly what she said.
It's a lip talking point, but it's true. I mean, dude, you can't deny that.
No, I wouldn't deny it. This is 100%. I mean, like, I don't think he would deny it. I think he likes it. I think because he's a narcissist. like just the idea that you're talking about him, he enjoys that, which is fine with me. I still think he was a better president, and I think he would be a better president than Biden. Narcissist or not.
You think there'll ever be an autistic president?
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. I think I'm wonderful. I could be president.
Yeah, there couldn't be as many. Yeah, that's true. You would be a good president.
I would. Absolutely. I'm at least like reasonable. Did you see that speech? I watched Biden's speech. That was not good.
I don't like this time of year. I don't.
You don't like?
I don't trust
politics.
Anything.
No.
I don't trust anything anybody says this time of year.
I can't stand the ads. I absolutely cannot stand the ads. Like
they even hit YouTube.
Oh yeah. Oh, they're everywhere. Yeah. Let's see. When Dad confronts with fans. You know what? I think you asked me about this one. Hey, this is your house. I don't. Should we end the show, or would you like to do another Dear Abby?
Let's do another Dear Abby. We should end the show. Hold on. Yeah. He's being a real pill.
Okay. All right. Well, guys, thank you again for coming. Next week, I promise I'll have read some of the book, and we can talk a little bit more about the book, which is Warrior Woman.
Yeah, it's really good. I like it.
Yeah, it sounds. He's into
really
it.
Good. Yeah, really good sex scenes.
Well, that's why we're reading it. So hopefully you guys will.
We're horny 12-year-olds.
Exactly.